Hey, what's going on, day ones? This podcast is brought to you by a couple of phenomenal sponsors. First up, we got Rose Vogue Stylings. Ladies, are you in the market for a new purse? What about a new swimsuit? What about some earrings? The folks over at Rose Vogue Stylings, they got you covered. Please go to rosevoguestyling.com. And while you're on the website, please enter in that promo code late night. You want to make sure you're getting all of those amazing discounts. Also, if you are in the market for a lovely timepiece such as the one that I am wearing, please go to blackwatches.com. That is BLAK watches.com and enter in that promo code late night W Nate to get another fantastic discount off of quality timepieces. Again, thank you to the folks over at Rose Vogue Stylings and those at Black Watches. Now to the show. Yeah. Yo. Welcome back to your favorite late night podcast that we sometimes shoot during the day. I'm your boy, Nate Galloway.
I'm Adrian Brandyberg.
And this is Late Night with Nate and Adrian. Shout out to the day ones. Like, subscribe on all of your podcast platforms. Boogie! But also, hold on. Mustard.
What is that from?
I just had to to shout that, and I will circle back to that in a second to let you know what that is from. How are you doing though?
A little confused, but outside of that, I'm Gucci.
Confusion is good.
Confucius. All
Starting
that.
back off with the randomness, but my bad.
Yeah, it's very, very random for sure. Absolutely no, but I'm good. I will say, I always feel like around this time, I always have to have a conversation with myself and also with everyone out there that I know, family, friends. Stop inviting me to stuff.
Okay. Are there certain things that are qualified as stuff?
No. Everything. You know what it is? It's I've talked about this before on the podcast. I'm trying to build an emergency fund. I'm trying to really get my finances back to a considerable, I should say, place where if something should happen, I can be good for an X amount of time. But I can't do that because I'm getting invited to left and right these events and all this other stuff. Now listen, I am the queen of saying no.
Okay.
I really am. I'm the queen of saying no. But sometimes people be like, so you just gonna say no again? You just gonna keep saying no? So you just don't even. I do feel bad sometimes, but then sometimes I'm like, I gotta stick to my guns. I'm a student again. On that end as well. I know y'all tired of hearing that. Like, every time this bitch
when is she gonna graduate?
Yeah, I'm taking the certification. Okay, it's gonna take some time, and y'all gonna keep hearing this shit. Okay,
little baby.
So you know what I'm saying? Relax. No, but yeah, I know it's the time people are getting festive and all that other stuff. Listen, I don't know if y'all saw, but Netflix has premiered they have a new documentary talking about overconsumption. And
what? Netflix of all people? The irony, overconsumption.
I know. But I saw the preview. I ain't watched the whole damn. I ain't watched it yet. You know how we do. We only watch the headlines, and then and then we find a think piece and we talk about it. Well, guess what? I feel like we are definitely in this era of overconsumption. I don't, and it's a reminder to myself, I don't need everything that's out right now. Okay. I don't need it. I just did a little mini, because I went out and I had some shoes and I realized, damn, I ain't got the right shoes on. You ever do that? And you be like, man, but who cares? As long as I feel good, then that's all that matters.
As
then
a
I saw
person
myself
that wears Crocs a nice amount of time.
Oh,
yes,
God.
Boogie. Yes, I feel like I don't have the right pair of shoes on. My bad. Go ahead.
Not the Crocs all the time. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. But no, I saw myself in this picture and I was like, yeah, I look good from the top. And then I went all the way down to the bottom. I was like, what are those? To myself.
I mean, okay, look, if you like it, who cares?
I know.
We're starting to see people out here you're wearing earth tones, and then you look now and they have on neon shoes. If this makes you
that's fine.
Happy,
I know that's fine. I know, but I wasn't happy right then and there, so I made an impulsive decision. Granted, I ain't spent a lot, but the point is, I also bought 3 other things. I was just this is just a reminder to myself. You don't need it. You got enough. You got enough. I promise you got enough.
Let me play Angel's advocate here. Let me play Angel's advocate here. What colors did you get, Boogie? And do you have those colors at home? Because if you don't have those colors, this purchase was a needed purchase. That's all I'm saying.
No. This purchase was a needed purchase. And ladies and gentlemen that don't know me, but my favorite color is black.
Most black women.
I got black. I got black in different variations. Okay.
This is dark black. This is light black. This is gray black. This is blue black.
So, yes, I needed that color because I didn't have a black. Okay.
Also, I'm probably the worst person to try to bring something to like this because I'm gonna justify the fuckery. I'm like, actually, you did need that, so you probably shouldn't ask me to be like, Nate, should I have bought this?
No.
Like, yes.
I will say I'm in general, I'm very much a minimalist. So I know when I need something, I take the time. I think about it for a long time, and then I realize, you can buy this. Go ahead and buy it. It's all in my head. But yeah, outside of that, everything's good. Everything's peachy keen. I'm be in Chicago next week. To visit
Italian
the famo.
beefs.
You know what I'm saying? Italian beefs.
I mean, okay, you know what question is gonna come next, Boogie. Where's the first stop? Because you're not going directly to the fam's house.
Of course not.
You're hitting Portillo's, Al's. Where are you going?
What is with everybody in Portillo's? My gosh. Portillo's and Al. Okay, so Al's beef. The only thing I have from Al's beef is I'll get a hot dog and a fry from Al's beef.
Yeah.
So yeah, Chicago, we do have our staples, but we got some banging other foods.
This is very true. So where are you going? Because you ain't been home in a minute.
Yeah.
So what is the first Chicago craving? Where are you going?
I get there a little earlier in the day, so I'm definitely gonna have some brunch somewhere.
Where's Jay's? Where you going?
So there's this place there's a couple spots. Wildberry.
It's a good one.
That's a good one. Honestly, when I go back to Chicago, outside of pizza, I like to try new, different spots because Chicago, if you don't, like everywhere, there's a different restaurant, bars, lounge that will pop up in literally 3 business days.
You'd be like, when did this get here? I was only gone for a month. And then I seen stuff torn down the last time I was like, I'm like, what is going on?
So spots has changed names, different management. So that's generally what I like to do when I first get to a place. So on the flight, I would be looking at spots like,
Okay.
what new brunch spots I want to hit up, check out the TikToks, check out some other, ratings. Because TikToks now,
Man.
people just everybody should always go here. And then at the bottom, what you do is you go to the TikToker influencer and then you look at the comments. Like, nah, nigga, we was there the other day. Trash.
There's this brother, because Chicago, they've been going at it on.
Oh yeah.
I already know only showing certain
this is the place they don't show you in Chicago.
I love his page because he be going in on them. I'm like, yeah, get him.
We on the green line where I'm up here early as hell.
But also, I'm like, I do appreciate him for going at folks like that. But also, don't be telling them where our spots are at, player.
Exactly.
Like, come on.
Exactly.
I'm okay with them staying up north. Don't bring them, because you know what's they're gonna gentrify the hood even more than they doing.
Man, come on now. Yeah, they really are. Listen, as a North Sider that was migrated, I migrated to the North Side, because I'm really a South Sider. I was born on the South Side. Just telling
I was raised on the South Side. South Side.
Right. I always like to clarify this with folks, because especially people from Chicago, they be like, where you from?
They do.
Where you from?
I even asked that question with people. I'm like, what part?
What part? What high school you go to? Where you go?
Knowing damn well I'm from Michigan.
Right. No, I always, especially the Chicagoans, I always got to tell them.
Naperville.
Stop it. Don't do it. No, I always tell them, I was born on the South Side, raised there till I was like in 3rd grade. And my mom was like, nah, and moved up north. And we moved up north. But my family is still on the South Side. So I would go back to the South Side every so often.
Still got to pass weekends, holidays.
Right. You know what I'm saying? People still know me. You know what I'm saying? Tell me where your grandma stay, your mama stay, or your daddy stay,
Every Chicagoan has that story. It's like, don't get it twisted. I might have grew up on the North Side, but I was born and moved away when I was in the 5th grade.
There's always that story. But yeah, and then eventually most of my family all slowly trickled up north. But I still got folks on the South Side though that just was like, nah, the prices out there up the wazoo. Right. So don't do me. That's all I was trying to say.
Goofy.
Hey, I ain't want to say it. See, but I went with the don't do me, because that's definitely a saying that we say out there. But yeah, I can't wait to go back to Chicago, just partly because I want to do absolutely nothing. I got some. I got a friend. I got a friend who asked me, "What are you contributing during the holidays?" My presence. Facts. People don't believe me, but when I get to a function, it's all gravy. People look for me. My mom be like, everybody's asking for you. Everybody want to know. Yeah, I'm the gift, nigga. I'm the present.
Do you ever sometimes hate that shit? It's just here we go. Let me just,
right. Yeah.
Turn this on. It's like,
but at the same time, people also know I am quick to be like, well, that's all I had to give y'all. I'm out of here.
Oh yeah,
my social battery I only got so much that I can give y'all.
I've started to do that now. Now it'll be like, well, I'm gonna go to the room. It was nice seeing you.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he's tired. It's like, yeah, I am checking out. No, that is dope. Chicago also is one of those cities where around the holidays, everything is just so much just prettier in Chicago. God. Like the lights, you see the bum beautiful. On the street,
you like, wow, look at him.
They're even clean.
Let me stop.
It's like, damn, Gary,
Right.
he cleaned up for the holiday.
It's like, I got to shave. You know what I mean?
It's like, well, you know, I only get to do it but so many times a year.
He's like, this where I really get my money in. You know what I mean? I got to look like you know.
It's and people, Chicago, New York, believe it or not, people, they are just nicer. It still is a level of roughness, but it's just like, you know, we could have squabbled here, but it's the holidays, you know.
I got places to be, so I'm gonna beat your ass next time.
Before we had got into the show, we were talking about Boogie and her fantasy, and this has been a joy to my heart. I'm like, we need to do a Boogie and her picks, because y'all, it was just Boogie, this nigga sucks. Oh, my defense, this guy, it was so cool to watch. And I gotta ask you, Boogie, where are you at? How are you doing in the season? Does it look like you're gonna win? Give us an update.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys don't know, I am part of 2 football fantasy leagues, and this is actually my first time being in a fantasy league and actually doing the work that you got to do to be in a fantasy league. And my standings for one team, you know, I'm in decent standings. Okay. This is playoff time, by the way. I'm in eighth place, 8th of 12th place of 12 people.
You climbing,
on one.
climbing.
Yeah, I'm climbing, and this is playoffs time, so things could drop at any time. At any time, so I can get back in. And then on the other team, I'm in 5th place. So I think I'm a really good spot for both. So this is my issue here.
Okay.
You gotta remember to change your roster every week, or before Sunday, by the way, because they will lock in your selections and you cannot change them, you know, once you remember them. Because so there's been 2 times during this fantasy where I've forgotten to update my roster, and people have, you know, got in that ass. Yeah. So
what the fuck?
So, and then I also want to share my names on my fantasy.
Oh yeah, yeah. What are your names?
So on my team, where it's my friends, I got, my team name is No Puppies, Only Big Dogs. All right. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
I like that. I like that.
I thank you. Granted, I'm in 8th place, but anyway.
But the name is a winner, though. Okay. The name is a winner.
Okay. Cool. I appreciate that. And then on my work team.
Okay, let's hear the work.
I just got Ace Boogie. You know, kept it real cute. A lot of people didn't even know what that was. Ace Boogie. Oh my God.
I love that. Adrian.
So yeah, it was I kept it real simple, nothing crazy, you know, that people had some really
real office.
Right.
It's like, I'm not trying to get fired.
Yeah, come on now. But people got really creative, and I was like, I appreciate that, I respect that. But I will say, man, you really got to pay attention.
Yeah. That's why I don't do it, because I know myself. I will forget. I'll sleep, and then I'll be like, oh, you forgot to put your picks in before 2:00 on Saturday. I'm watching college games. I'm not thinking about the pros. Yeah. Like it's crazy. But also, I would do fantasy solely so I could have just like a disrespectful ass name. That's the only. That's like, Nate, why'd you here? I just signed up so I could just be disrespectful in the name, because I know y'all are gonna beat me. Like that's what it would be. Like, let's just.
So, you know, I'm hoping and praying that, you know, the opponents that I'm going against forget to update their roster, because I will say I'm going against one team that is in 2nd place, and he's just been winning left and right, and there's no hope for me. That's really what I'm saying. And the other league, the opponent, she just doesn't update her roster at all. So I'm fine with that.
That was funny because Boogie was like, "Oh yeah, I'm about to beat her ass." Because
Yeah.
I was like, "God damn."
Yeah, she at this point, I feel like she paid attention for it during the draft, and then she just left it as
She
it
was
is.
like, they should have they should have something to where you should be able to set it. If you forget, it
Like
auto changes
automated?
for you.
Yeah. Why
Like,
don't they do
come
that?
on, like these are the people I want to put in case something happens. Like, just auto do it for people.
I like that. That'll be a dope option.
You know what? It's probably the reason why they don't, because they want people to lose. That's probably what it is. It's like casinos. We don't have windows and clocks in here because we want you to be in here all day. That's what it is.
Yeah, sidebar, but that's why I don't like casinos now, because now the slot machines are all computerized. They're digitized, and to me, it doesn't legitimize my winnings. It just feels like you guys can just set up the computer to do anything, and we ain't never gonna win.
I agree with you on that one. Just imagine when these robots really start taking over. You thought you wasn't winning before?
Yeah.
They're gonna program all the slot machines. It's gonna be like, fuck you, nigga. That's what it's gonna say when you put that quarter in there.
Oh wow. But how have you been this week?
I've been good. It has been it's been a really chill ass week for me.
Okay.
I put up because it's the holidays, we were talking about that. So
yeah.
I did put up the Christmas tree. When I say put
it's
up,
time.
when I say I put up, I just assembled, but there are no lights, any decorations, or anything on it. Because I still believe in, I don't skip holidays, so it's up that way when I get back after, Black after Christmas or after Thanksgiving and Black Friday. I don't have to or Thanksgiving and Black Friday. I don't have to rush, but the tree and all this stuff. I just got back from spending time with the family. So I'm like, let me just put this up now. And then when I come back, I'll do the little lights on that razzle dazzle. Put a welcome sign up on like the porch, the patio, a little festive sign. Even though I don't want people to come over, it's just only for aesthetics, just merely aesthetics. Like, welcome, but you're not welcome. It's one of those things. It's just like, please don't come over. Or if you do come over, just call first in a text message, those types of things. What else has been going on? I did produce a little movie, that came out.
Get yourself around.
brown.
Get yourself around.
Flood premiered in Baltimore.
Talk about it.
So that was dope. Boogie, a lot of hard work, blood, sweat, a lot of tears went into the creation of that. Actually got picked up for part 2.
So come on now.
We are very, very excited about
y'all
that.
about to get flooded.
All
right.
We out here doing it real B.I.G.
That's what I'm talking about.
What was I gonna say? It was hella late.
Sorry.
What else has been going on? Yeah, that's pretty much what it's been. Just kind of chilling. I did watch it. I didn't go to the premiere, but I watched it.
You a producer. It's all right. You out here producing. You know what I
mean? I know, right? It's like, man, people are like, how do you feel? Like, I feel great. Bring on the cocaine. I'm just kidding. We're not dabbling in any of those things. But no, it's been cool. I lied last week. I was like, oh, I can't do any more walks. I actually got a couple more walks in. This week will probably be the last week because it was definitely cold. And I was like, although I got these gloves and I was definitely protected by the elements, I was like, I'm not white. And I mostly see white people out there doing this. So I'm like, you know what, bro? Just go to the gym. You have a membership. Just go. Just go.
Yeah, I just put in an order for some earmuffs. You ain't about to catch me out here raw dogging this air.
No, not at all. I'm like, I can't go out like that.
Yeah.
So it's been chill. We talked about it it's like, what is Nate listening to? So a part of that, I did listen to a couple of new albums. Leon Thomas, man, that boy, fire, man. That Mud album, check it out. Good album. And GNX, you know, Kendrick dropped a surprise album. Good album. Like that album. Mustard. That's where that is from.
Oh, okay. I see. I thought you said monster and not mustard
No.
because I know, yeah.
Sometimes I could probably enunciate a little bit better, but mustard. Yeah, you'll hear the track and you'll be like, oh, that's what it was. So yeah, it was
Right. We'll check
shout
it out.
out to that very, very, very solid project. You know, of course, the people on the internet, oh my god, he's coming in my favorite rapper. Oh my gosh, wait till the lighter flicks. And it's like, y'all, just listen to the music. Why y'all gotta impose these beefs? And if beefs do come from these things, I just want some of y'all to realize that some of these niggas started it. That's what beefs. That's why a lot of these beefs happen. Y'all always take the side of the people who start the beefs, and then you get mad at the person who comes back and then tells their side of the story. It's like, bro, both people are allowed to express themselves, and we'll figure out the truth from there. But y'all always do this. It's like, yo, stop choosing to go for these people who are like, I'm the victim. No, nigga, you're not the victim. Lil Wayne is not the victim in this. Lil Wayne, like, y'all are acting as if this man and his camp didn't go on a, how come they don't want me no more? Oh my gosh, I didn't get choose for the Super Bowl. And then when Kendrick comes out and is like, yo, y'all niggas is being salty, all you had to do is be like, congrats. Like, come on, anyone would be able to see. I could see why he's upset about this, but not you niggas. It's just like, damn, y'all always want to be on the side of wrong, and it's just like, cut it out. Good album though, so check it out. Let me know what you what you think about that. But outside of that, I just been chilling, which rolls into the no grinding of the MF and gears for me this week and or you. That's just kind of how good the week has been for me.
Yeah,
you know? Just chilling. I saw this funny ass meme where it said, when I say let's circle back after the holidays, I mean after MLK Day, and I was like, that is me. And it was like, I get what Boogie means when she's like, I'm not going anywhere. I am the gift this holidays. That is how I feel, except asterisk to that. Earth Day, Arbor Day, that's when we should circle back. 4th of July, Juneteenth. Why do I stop there? Let's circle back next holidays. Let's keep it there for some of these people. But Boogie, because I am in such a good ass mood. Boogie, you know what time it is. It's time to shout out people who are doing dope things.
I'm tipping my hat.
Let's tip that MFing hat. Who are you tipping to this week?
My tip in the hat is going out to Andre the Great Stack 3000. He was surprised, but he got nominated for a Grammy. He got a nom for a Grammy nomination for his album Blue Sun. A lot of people didn't like it. I enjoyed the album. It was very refreshing, and it's a great album to throw on while you're working, while you're studying, while you're meditating. This was a very good album. I enjoyed it. He got a nom, and as well as a number of other Black artists. Shout out to them as well. So
it's a good album. I'm not just saying that because we're like, you niggas are just saying that. You artsy niggas. What Boogie said. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can play when cleaning, when you're just driving. You just want something to just reset your mental palette. I feel like that's a good album. It's a good album for what it is, So listen to it, y'all. My bad. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, who you tipping?
I'm going to tip to the Springboard for the Arts Awards in Minnesota. They have a grant where they are giving artists $500 monthly
Mm.
to help them with their artistic endeavors. I think this is a really
Agreed.
good grant. So they're giving the grant to over 100 artists over the next 5 years. It's guaranteed income for the artist program. Actually launched in 2021, but they have gotten more grants to give out more money. Says the
Good.
initiative aims to provide financial stability, allowing artists to focus on creativity, family, and community without having to worry about basic needs. In addition to the grants, the organization offers workshops on grant writing, artist statements, and business resources to help artists grow their careers and strengthen local economics.
I mean, that's a start. $500 a month ain't nothing, but it'll help.
It is not nothing, but as you said, it helps. I think about it even from just comics like us, man. $500 a month, that's rent in some cities
Yeah.
for a comic. So you being able to just know that I got my rent paid or a portion of my rent, and I can really go out here and focus on my craft, or whether you paint, you're a musician, whatever your medium
Mm-hmm.
is,
Mm-hmm.
this is dope. And I feel like other cities need to start having these type of initiatives because believe it or not, everybody's like, oh, we need these people here. We need these people. Yes, we do. But you need artists because we make y'all motherfuckers happy.
Yeah.
Like, believe it or not, without us, whether it's people on TV, people who write books,
Yeah.
any of these things, without us providing lanes for y'all motherfuckers to escape, y'all would be even more unhappier than you are right now. So take care of the artists because believe it or not, a lot of us are truly going through it because there's so many
Man.
things that y'all don't see that a lot of us don't even talk about. That's if only y'all saw the other side of the curtain, the things that people deal with from the constant no's to just y'all motherfuckers being goofy and asking of people's time when they don't necessarily have it. I think this
Mm.
is just dope. So not to rant, but congrats to those things. Let's see more of those initiatives out here.
Heck yeah.
Let's keep the show rolling. Boogie, it's time for News You Can or Cannot Use. First update, we have no death news to report this week. But in other updates, Illinois Supreme Court has reversed the conviction against Jesse Smollett. Violated the man's rights, on numerous occasions. So therefore, the conviction was thrown out. In other Black actor updated news, MLK, aka
Stop it.
Jonathan Majors, he has been given free. His ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabari, has dropped her assault and defamation case. All claims have been dismissed without prejudice. Happy, I think the wording of that is hilarious. Happy for both of those brothers. Did I care about either one of them situations? Not necessarily, because they both were really, really stupid. In the case of the Jonathan Majors one, I think it's more so annoying the people online. We kind of talked about it before,
Yeah.
Boogie, because it's just like guys don't understand civil versus criminal cases, and that really shows.
Yeah.
This was a civil suit. That's what this was. Defamation. That's solely he said I was a liar. He said I didn't do this. That's what this is. That does not exempt him from any type of abuse or anything that happened, because if you motherfuckers would actually read the case, you'll see he was charged because there was some abuse that did happen. Her dropping this is not about the abuse. That was about the defamation. But you motherfuckers, see, Marvel, he lost his career. He didn't lose his career because of her lawsuit, you dummies. He lost his career because of the abuse. Cut it out.
My God. Okay.
My bad. What you gonna say?
Nothing. I wasn't gonna say nothing. Let's continue on, shall we?
Oh, I didn't know. I thought you were going to say something.
No, I wasn't gonna
All
say
right,
nothing. Let
topic
you
number
live.
1. I mean, I appreciate you sometimes for letting me cook. Let him cook. Topic number 1 for news you can or can't use. During the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight, Shaq looked like he was definitely inebriated. He pulled Gronk in and was like, you know what? We're gonna get into this celebrity boxing as well. We have got a couple of fighters who are ready to go, and the first one, paraphrasing, will be against me and another champion, me and Gronk. And you know, Dwight Howard put out some tweets. He was like, Shaq, what's up? Let's make bread. Shaq then proceeded to say, gotta have more than one ring to get in the ring with me. I'll stick with a real champion like Rob Gronkowski, and you can have the Superman belt. All yours, buddy. What says you, Boogie? You're a former athlete. How do you feel about Shaq's response to Dwight asking to step in the ring with him?
My God, he just be shading. Everybody they do not like Dwight Howard for some reason. That is why he is not in the league right now. It's just because these folks do not like him. He can still play because I've seen him tweet it. I've seen him say it in shows like, I can still go. Put me on the team, coach. Yeah, nobody wants you. And that says a lot about a player if their teammates, if the league is like collectively, yeah, we don't want you, my guy. We don't want you, my guy. Sometimes I just wish Dwight, because let's not forget, Dwight is well paid and still has lay money. I hope so. Yeah. So he is not struggling whatsoever. But I will say, during his tenure, his career during basketball, it didn't seem like he was taking it serious at all. And, you know, it's funny that Shaq, the person that, dare I say, during his career, a lot of people was like, he didn't really take it seriously and just relied on his talent as well. Is coming into the conversation and not giving this man any credit about everything that he's done. Listen, Shaq is not lying though. Dwight Howard, what does he have? Like one ring?
He's got one ring. He's got one ring there. I am going to I'm gonna be on the opposite of you and Shaq on this one. I'm gonna step into the ring. Shaq is ducking the fade. That's what this is. Let's be real here. Shaq is not like Dwight since the Superman dawning at the dunk contest. Sure. Dare I say, Shaq probably is not like Dwight since Dwight was drafted to Orlando. For those of you who don't know basketball history, Shaq was the original big man in Orlando. Shaq took them, I think they went to an NBA Finals, lost to the Rockets, if I'm not mistaken. Dwight also ended up taking the Orlando Magic to a Finals as well. Didn't win, but he took them there. So when you start taking your team that hasn't been to the finals in quite some time, there are comparisons between, oh, Shaq was the first big man. Now we got a new big man. So people start to forget about what you may have done there. So your records get a little dusty. You start to feel a certain way about said individuals who are there now. This happens all the time. But let's keep it a buck. Shaq has been a hater on a lot of niggas. Shaq and JaVale McGee were going at it for quite some time. Shaq just hates on a lot of the big men. Like, he just hates on a lot of them dudes. And it's like, he just like, there could only be one center. I'm the greatest of all time. And let's be real here. Shaq had phenomenal numbers, but people can talk about Shaq getting lazy towards the end of his career. People's like, yo, you got fat, bro. When you left Orlando and went to LA, you was just like, I'm out here in Hollywood. I don't have to play as hard because I'm the biggest, strongest dude out here. And people called you out on that. But let's look at the numbers, though. Dwight had 3 Defensive Players of the Year awards. What was it? He was first time NBA, first all NBA team 4 years in a row. Let's see, he's been on All-Star team, 2-time NBA member. So it's like the numbers are there. Yes, he also has a ring, but it shouldn't be. Shaq moves the goalpost. Well, you got to have more than one ring. At first, it was you got to have a ring. So now he has a ring, bro. Stop moving the goalpost. Because eventually it's going to be, you got to have 5 like me or whatever. Like, bro, he's never going to get to that point. Call it what it is. You just being a hater.
You don't like him.
Like, honestly, that would be a good fight, though. Y'all both damn near the same height, same reach. You just got a little bit of weight on him, but that would be a good-ass fight. And realistically, I think that Dwight might get him. Dwight is in shape. Dwight has, like Shaq, you running from the fade. And to your point, Adrian, yes, Dwight has a lot of issues that I think he's not in the league because of the off-court issues. He can play. He's proved he can still play. The man's putting up buckets in Taiwan. Granted, it is Taiwan, but let's not act like he can't still play. They hate him for all of the baggage that comes with him off the court. But Shaq, stop running the fade. Like, cut it out. If there's some does Herschel Walker have a championship? Because if Herschel Walker was like, Shaq, let's get in the ring, are you going to be like, nah, Hersh, you got to have more than, come on, bro. Cut it out.
I mean, I think both of the players, the retired players or retired NBA players, because he's I don't think Dwight actually officially retired from the NBA. He just didn't get picked up. But you also have to remember Dwight Howard is how old? 39, and Shaq is 50, almost 55, 60, right?
I mean,
so
if the Jake Paul fighters prove nothing, put him in there. About that, what were you saying?
No. Jake Paul also publicly said, like, I took it easy on Mike because I ain't want to hurt him.
So let them both get in there. Let both Shaq and Dwight get in there. I don't know. I think it would be a good fight. Stop, Shaq. Stop running, bro. Shaq always it don't even have to be with this fight.
He is a hater. No, he is a hater, though.
He just moves the goalposts all the time. It's
no. He is a hater. He is a hater, but he also has publicly said he doesn't watch games either. So make up your mind what you want to argue about. If you don't know you don't have nothing to base this off of. You just basing it off of the little few times you might catch a replay or whatnot, or what people saying, and basing it off of solely on what you think, and that's it. That's crazy.
Do you think that if Dwight never wore the Superman outfit or the cape, do you think we would even have this thing here? And also, I feel like, Shaq, do you not realize that there are multiverses? There's more than one goddamn Superman, nigga.
Oh God. You got to remember, a lot of these players have egos. They had to have an ego in order for them to get to the point where they are. And then to go to a league where the egos are everywhere of a bunch of elite athletes, and you're no longer the star athlete, you got to push to be the star of the stars.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I'm just like, bro, you're Shaq. Why are you hating on these niggas, man? Like, it just doesn't make any excuse me, doesn't make any sense to me. I'm just like, all right, bro.
Some things don't make sense, but at the same time, I always think about it this way. Like, even if Shaq is in the wrong, who's gonna correct Shaq?
A lot of niggas. Just because you are 7 feet, whatever, that doesn't mean that people can't correct your ass, bro. Like, wrong is wrong. You a hater, you a hater. Like, I might not call you a bitch to your face. I won't call him a bitch at all. But you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a way
Yeah,
you
of
can tell
course.
somebody something without being disrespectful. But it's like, bro,
True.
you corny. Like, that doesn't exempt you from, like, this was some
I
lame
agree.
shit,
Listen, yeah,
and he always does this.
I'm not on Shaq's side. I'm not a huge fan of Shaq personally, but I will say Shaq is clearly digging at Dwight because he has some underlying issues that
Oh
he
yeah.
just doesn't want to deal with.
I'm
So
the only person that can be Superman. So what happens if Universal Studios or whoever was like, Shaq, let's put out a little cease and desist. No, we're the only ones that can do Superman. Like, nigga, cut it out.
yeah.
Like, no, Shaq, you're the only person that can do Kazam. Like, I would be mad if Dwight was like, I'm Kazam, but nigga, cut it out, bro. Like,
All right.
Shaq is the most move. This is what I hate about some old niggas, man. Y'all the most line straddling, moving the goalpost ass niggas ever. Shaq, Snoop Dogg, it's several of them. And niggas just be like, oh, we can't say nothing because of they legend. Like, no, nigga, you can tell these niggas that they're wrong. Topic number 2.
Gosh.
Per usual, the internet is always mad at people for doing things with their friends. John Stamos got lit up online. For those you know, his Full House cast member Dave Coulier is he's got cancer, and it was a photo of Dave, no hair or anything like that. John put up a picture of him also bald, but you know, he titled it caption nothing like throwing on a bald cap and flexing some Photoshop skills to show some love and solidarity from my bro Dave Coulier. You're handling this with so much strength and positivity. It's inspiring. I know you're going to get through this, and I'm proud to stand with you every step of the way. I love you. Bug of the internet got upset.
Yeah.
They were pissed. Usually when we see people going through bouts of cancer, their loved ones, colleagues, whomever, will shave their heads, post pictures in solidarity for them. Most people do not get upset about that. But also, you know, most people are not celebrities who probably have their hair insured. So what says you about this? Are you upset about Uncle Jesse not shaving his head?
No, I'm not upset about it, but I am a little ticked off that he even like why even post about it? Like if you know, just take a picture and hold it true to your heart with you and your friend. You know what I mean? Like you and your castmate. He did this intentionally, obviously. This was I don't know I don't know if I can believe that he did this solely to support his friend in solidarity. For John Stamos, regardless of how old he is, he has a great head of hair. We know this.
Yeah.
This man got the thickest hair that I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I get it. Maybe this was a precursor to him shaving his head. Think about it this way, guys. Maybe he wanted to see, hey, do I have the head for it to go bald? You know, and while I'm doing it, let me support my friend. Let me support my friend as well. You can support your friend without having to post some shit. You know,
that's very true.
You don't have to do this. Now, clearly they took this picture and it looks professional as ever because he also said this was the help of Photoshop as well. So, listen, however, if Dave's okay with it, I'm okay with it. I'm not the one that's going through this right now, so I can't say, you know what, this is okay. Or you know what, down with John Stamos. You know, who am I?
So Boogie, well, I don't use. Okay, so if this was you, right? You know, and let's say this was me, and I had hair, you know, and I did this, would you have felt a certain way because it's you and your homie, or is it just like, I'm just appreciative of you being here?
I'm just
What says
appreciative
you
you.
that you're going through it?
Yeah, I'm appreciative. I'm appreciative that you're here, as well as I'm sure John asked Dave, like, how do you feel if I do this? And if Dave wasn't okay with it, I'm sure John wouldn't have done this.
I agree with you. I get it. It's just like,
It's flaws flagging. I get it.
it's one of those things where I wouldn't have posted it because I agree with
Yeah.
you. This is one of those things where you could have sent it to him directly.
Uh,
Or just not did
that's
anything
it.
at all. Just could have been that. I agree. Social media is one of those things where this is just, can I go viral? Can I remain in the spotlight? Can I make it about me? And I don't think it was necessarily an intentional make it about me, but it turned into that because now you have to go out here and apologize. Now Dave has to make statements and all these things. I think people should mind their own business.
That's
It's
it.
kind of hard to do when it's put out there in the public. But if this is their relationship, let them do what works best for
That's
them.
it.
But also, as you mentioned, Boogie, this guy he's had these locks since we were
Yeah.
children.
Yeah.
I don't think that this is the same hairstyle, the same era. It's just been flawless. Like how we all remember the fake haircut that Steve Harvey had where it was flawless. Uncle Jesse's is real. Like it is, and to this day, it has been the same. Probably goes to the same barber. Probably use the same comb, everything. Like nothing has changed. Granted, plot twist, if we ever found out that that was an Uncle Jesse hairpiece,
Oh,
my God.
the
Boy,
destruction of his career.
man, the jaw dropping of black people when they found out Steve Harvey's was fake,
Yeah.
nigga. But
Yeah, that was crazy.
I feel like maybe there are obligations and things that, because there are some, you can't cut your hair, you can't change or do anything about them.
Yep, people forget about that.
So maybe this was his way. Like, I want to stand with you in solidarity, but I just can't. Granted, that still
I'm
goes
filming
back to,
something.
I'm
Right.
just not going to post this.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to do that.
I
Like,
don't get that. I don't understand. Not everything has to be posted. Not everything's for social media. Again, I know he made it a point to go public and share this news with everyone, but at the same time, I bet you he's not sharing the struggles that he got to go through left and right as when it comes to chemo and the nights
exactly.
alone and the chills and the head cap and all that. Like that's personal. You know what I mean?
Like, it's like, chill out. I know for damn Uncle Jesse got one of them Head and Shoulders lifetime contracts. He signed that from the very first pilot episode of Full House. In that, it was like, we own your hair in perpetuity. Like, this man probably has an AI contract with his hair. Like, you can never cut your hair. Like, come on, bro. But Dave did release a statement. He said, I'm sorry to see a bunch of negative comments as I've just begun my cancer journey. It's our friendship, me and John, and this is how we are handling a very tough time. I'm a comedian and humor is what drives me. John knows how to cheer me up, and I laughed out loud when he arrived wearing a bald cap, a and being, and being a true loving friend and brother. I have heard from so many people who have been inspired enough by the words and actions to say that they are going to check in with their doctors and get mammograms, colonoscopies, and or a prostate exam. I'm still going to laugh in the face of adversity. When I lost my sister Sharon, my mother Arlene, and my niece Shannon to cancer, we've tried to stay positive and we've made each other laugh through the worst of it. So I'm choosing to spread the word about early cancer detection to help people. That's just who I am. I wish nothing but love for you all. DC. He should have ended that with cut it out. That's what he should have ended it with.
Yeah, people forget that Dave is a comedian. He used
Yes.
to do stand up all the time. A lot of your best actors, my guys, They were stand-ups. They use comedy. They know funny. You know what I
He did
mean?
voiceovers for Richard Pryor. Like he does a
Oh,
very good Richard Pryor. A lot of people don't know that.
oh. I don't
But
know
it's
if how I feel about that,
yeah,
but
it's the videos of it when you go back and just look at it, you'll just be like, okay.
little race. I'm
But
getting a
it
little okay.
is they are funny, but it's just this is how Dave feels. It goes back to this is their
Yeah,
friendship, their relationship. Now, with that being said, I want people to keep their friendships and their relationships off the internet. Like
that's it.
let's not invite people into these things to where we have to explain ourselves. You and I have conversations that will never get to the internet. I'm sure you and other people have conversations that will never get to the internet. Like we don't have to grandstand about us being friends or how that goes. It's just obviously there are moments where it's like I know you share this, I'm gonna share because I'm happy for my friend. I'm
Right.
happy for this. But some of these things, like I'm not doing it for clicks or likes. It's just like cut it out. And that's one of those moments.
Cut it out. Yeah.
But yeah, go back and look at some of his old stand-up. It's very funny, y'all. Like, but definitely sending prayers to Dave. Let's keep this thing on rolling because niggas be tripping.
That they do.
Niggas tripping.
Who's tripping for you this week, bud?
My your niggas is tripping has got to go out to this. I don't know if he's a social influencer, if he's
Singer.
if he's a comic, if he's
He's an
a
R&B singer.
no. Let me get to it.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Hugo D. Almonte, and that is what is on X. Posted a picture on X and with the caption, bitch ass nigga lied and said that I broke into his house because I didn't want him. And he has a picture of Khaled or Khalid.
It's probably Khaled.
What'd you say?
You know how niggas are. It's
I know.
in the house. It's Khaled.
He posted a picture with him and Khalid, or Khalid on a couch with the peace sign, and people are up in the uproar, and they like, wait a second, Khaled is gay, and he felt the need to go on and tweet. I got outed and the world still continues to turn. Let's get this straight. LMAO. I am not ashamed of my sexuality and reality. It ain't nobody's business, but I am okay with it. Love y'all. And he tweeted again and put the rainbow flag and said, there y'all go. Next topic, please. And you know what? I feel bad for him partly because, like he said, he wasn't hiding anything. Because he goes on, because there's another tweet where folks are like, you can come out the closet. Your closet is a glass door. We knew this already. He's like, I wasn't hiding anything. Once again, it's nobody's business. Where do we get off sharing personal information about other people on public spaces? Hugo D. Almonte, you model, influencer, or whatever, you trash ass nigga, you.
Trash.
Just because you got butthurt about Khalid or not, liking you or whatnot. I'm just saying, this is childish. And the fact that you took it upon yourself to share some information that has nothing to do with you and it's none of your business and it's not your decision, but you did it anyway, it should be criminalized to me. But yeah, I think Khaled for taking. Yeah, I'm switching. You see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Interchange.
I keep seeing you going back and forth between.
Yes, I be forgetting. I don't remember exactly how he pronounced his name because I hear it so many ways. What'd you say?
I think it's Khalid.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Because
And
I hear it
DJ
so many ways. But yeah, Khalid. But yeah, I just want to thank Khalid for just being strong. Even though he already was in his his own skin and happy and true colors or whatnot. But shout out to him for just brushing it off your back and now having to deal with this new antics of media frenzy, despite just wanting to live his life as is and just put out great music. So
you want to boo this man for him, or you want to sit your dumb ass down? What do you want?
I want to boo this man, please.
Boo this man.
I mean, it's one of those. I think Kevin Hart said it best.
Said it was gay. So what?
You know, I mean, who cares? Like, it was gay. So what? Like, yeah. I mean, it's clear and my bad, because I was like, Khalid's an R&B singer. My bad earlier. Wasn't trying to mansplain.
Yeah, let me finish, Nick.
Wasn't trying to mansplain you. My bad. You can look at old boy's profile picture and tell he's a failed model. You can just look at it and you could tell you have a failed career and you are bitter. Because why else would you do that? Why? Yeah. It's like you're trying to make yourself relevant when you already are failing at life. You're a failed artist. And it just sucks that you had to go at it this way.
Yeah.
Because what do you have to gain from this now? Because you think people are gonna want to be around you and do things or work with you now? Like, that's lame. And all these corny ass people like, we know you were living in a glass closet, nigga. How the fuck do y'all know these things? Because there's and I'm not saying like my gaydar is just but I don't really think there was an inkling that anyone could be like, I just knew Khalid was gay. Because there are some people, some artists, yeah, you could be like, okay, we know, they let us know, like, it's just obvious. But there was nothing about him, and it's not that he has to be flamboyant or anything to let you know.
Presenting to us.
Yeah, thank you. That's the right way to say it. But there was nothing that would ever let us know that. And y'all niggas just be saying shit, and it's very bothersome. Like, cut that out. Like, y'all are just waiting for niggas to come. We knew. We was just waiting on you. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, why are y'all so pressed about niggas' sexuality?
I don't understand that. People forget a lot of an artist, actor, musician, whoever. This is their job. We ain't gotta share nothing extra to you
niggas. Like, nobody owes you a damn thing. And this is the part that I think this is what irritates me. About to go on a little rant here. This might be my grinding of the gears. Is people ask so much of artists, but don't ever pour back into them. It's you either are taking from them when it's whatever their rate is. You try to haggle the fuck out of them. When people just bring stuff to you about how they are feeling with their emotions, you minimalize it, because to you guys, these are not real jobs or real careers, because you don't see the amount of no's that niggas are told on the back end. It is just very frustrating. And it's always, you don't show up for me. You don't show up for this. You don't show up for that. When truth be told, you motherfuckers don't show up for the artist. Y'all don't buy tickets. You don't even reshare people's posts when they're out here talking about stuff.
Right.
But yet y'all are like, can you do this show for $100? Or can you do this or whatever? It's like, you guys just don't get it. And then it's always, well, you niggas are assholes. You niggas are all of this. And it's like, bro, if y'all knew half of why people are the way they are, or why they don't talk to y'all, y'all would cut people some grace. And y'all really don't do that when it comes to the people who are out here creating stuff. Like, I'm sorry to go on the rant or whatever, but I'm just like, cut it out. And I hate to see that he's having to go. It goes back to even the Dave Coulier thing. It's just like, y'all ask way too much of people. Stop it. Like, the entitlement just blows my mind. It's annoying. Sorry, had to get that off my chest.
Well, that was my y'all niggas is tripping.
Nate's grinding of the gears.
Okay. Who you got for your niggas?
But I will say this much: whenever Khalid does decide to drop that new album, it's gonna be fire.
He gonna be like, yeah, send me your location. I'm about to have them menses, them peoples on you. Yeah, I'm gonna have them peoples on you.
It's like, I'm gay. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about any of you niggas. Like, it's like, and then you wonder why people like Frank Ocean, some of the other people like, y'all niggas don't deserve no albums or anything. You don't deserve anything. Because all you're going to do is complain and pick it up. Oh, you sleep with dudes. Okay, well, you don't have nobody. So what are we talking about here? It be the motherfuckers who are single, who are literally on your last dime. Some of y'all niggas sleeping on futons can't get a man or a woman to cuddle up next to y'all, and y'all want to be up here talking about who these people are sleeping with. Cut it out. Sorry. Prosecco might be flowing here. My y'all niggas is tripping is going to a nigga who trips quite frequently. And quite frankly, he might have took a page out of his son's book. T.I. got into it with the bouncer because the bouncer was doing his job. Bouncer was like, hey, no ticket, no skates. You ain't got no ID, you ain't getting in here. Boogie, do we have a video of the roasting?
There's a sucker up here at the front. There's a sucker right here at the front. This right here talking about I need some ID to get in somewhere.
Hey, boss. They don't need no ID. It's you. They don't need no ID, bro. Hey, they don't need no ID. That's T.I. That's T.I. They don't need no ID.
What your nipple hard for, man? That's why I got them big ass ankle. Look at that ankle poking on the side of them.
This went on for about a minute and a half.
We on him right now. But look at that glass shoe. Who gave you them goddamn shoes? That grandma put them motherfuckers in a birthday card for $5-6.
Now, Boogie, you being a roaster, what would you rank this roast from 1 to 10? What is it? Oh, I should say trash to 10. What would you rank this roast?
This is, I would say, I would definitely say this is underneath the dumpster.
This is underneath the trash can. Okay. I agree with you. There's certain people who are really good roasters. I don't think T.I. is one of them. But more importantly, it's like, dog, these are the rules of the establishment. And I don't care. It goes back to the entitlement. Niggas are just too entitled. It's like, dog, ID is what is required to get in here. Yes, you think this nigga don't know who you are? This nigga knows you are T.I., bro. Like, come on. But just produce an ID, a passport, anything with your goddamn picture and your name on it so you can get into the establishment. It is crazy that you were giving a dude a hard time for doing his job, bro. Because we don't know. Like, maybe there's been an incident where people have gotten in underage where they didn't produce an ID. Maybe some people got into the club who weren't supposed to be in here and there was a little brouhaha. There's a number of incidents that could have happened to where it's like, yo, we just gotta check IDs. Maybe there's a camera above Buddy and they're like, we fired some bouncers for not checking IDs. Like, bro, just show an ID. Cut this dumb shit out. But also, you are a black man, and we know what goes on, you know, with the police out here. You should have a goddamn ID on you just so them motherfuckers can identify you too. Because a lot of cops out here don't know that you are a mega rap star, comedian, and all these other type of things. Cut it out. But also, y'all niggas is tripping is going to the other nigga who was there as well. Like, that's TIP, bro. That's T.I., man. He don't need no ID. Nigga, he's not going to put you on Grand Hustle. He ain't going to give you no stage time. This nigga's not going to give you no money. So what are you over here doing caping for T.I.? Like, this is just insane to me. The bouncer did his job. He laughed it off because you know some bouncers who would have punched you in the face. Maybe not because it was T.I., so I don't think he. But if it was a regular nigga, he probably would have flexed that nigga. But it's just like, bro, leave him alone. But also, he did have on some peppermint patties, and I also would say, bro, I know your ankles are sweating because them shoes were suede. So it's like I probably would put on some more comfortable shoes if I were a bouncer. Like if I got to like get into some scuffles, hard bottoms are probably not the shoes that I'm going to be wearing. I need something with a little grip on the bottom. But you know, T.I. cut it out, bro. What we doing here, player? That's unnecessary.
T.I. can be the king of the South all he want, but he still needs to have the right identification. Why are you walking around without any ID?
I don't understand that part.
That is
celebrity or not, like
that's what you're not walking around with no ID. Now it'd be different if your personal assistant has your identification, your bouncer just holds your stuff. But you are walking around, and he generally does. He walks around in and out of ATL by himself without having the necessary security around him or whatnot because he's the king. But my God, you cannot walk into any establishment. Now, what if you got to go to court? Let me use that as an example.
I'm the king.
They're gonna be like, well, the king got to get the hell up out of here because you ain't got the ID. You'll bring your ID for court.
It's like when he got arrested in the airport because of the mix-up because it was another Clifford Harris. I'm like, that's why you carry ID, nigga. So they could be like, oh, we got the wrong dude. Like, bro, everybody don't know that you're T.I.
This is this is crazy because you know for the longest I didn't really listen to rap. So if you not listening to the top 100, top 40, whatever have you, you're not gonna hear T.I. hasn't been relevant in the music industry as far as songs for a long time.
About 10 years, roughly. I would say about 10 years.
Yeah, a long time. So stop assuming everybody knows you.
Are you still the king if you haven't put out said things to let people know that you're still the king? Because it's kind of like, don't new kings come like how does that still work?
I don't know how that worked because people still think Jay-Z is the king. When the last time Jay-Z come out with?
Because I'm like, there's several other niggas who might be able to say they are now the king, but I don't know. I'm a civilian when it comes to those types of things.
Yeah, I am too. And why are we so concerned about stature?
Yeah,
stature.
At this point, I'm just kind of like, some of these things you bring on they're just so unnecessary, dog. It's like, nigga, and you know what's crazy? He probably had his ID in his pocket the whole time. And he was just on some, I'm the king of the South. I know the owner of the establishment. I'm T.I. Let me in. That's nigga, you know they do shit like that. It's like, bro, you have all your credentials. Like, you mean you don't have not even insurance? You don't got nothing with your name on it? Nothing.
So when you're driving, they don't say license and registration?
That's the whole point of what I'm saying, Boogie. Like, you as a black man, a rich black man is that are just no identification. Cut it out, bro.
That's wild.
Like, I don't ever want to see black people not let into places or thrown in jail or some of the stuff. But sometimes you niggas get what you deserve. Like, you really do. It's just like, bro. Like, they must not be selling tickets on that comedy tour, because why else would you do some shit like this, bro? I have to stay relevant, so let me roast this sucker ass nigga who not letting me in the club, who doing his job, like, nigga. But also, if I need security, I know who I'm gonna hire. Him and that nigga that was protecting Offset. Those are the two security guards.
They gotta be picking them up. He be picking Offset up and everything.
Oh man, but that concludes the y'all niggas tripping this week. Let's get to the final topic, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
It's the final topic. It's the final topic.
This should be like the what in the what is going on? A Philadelphia man claims he was shot for telling another man his dog was too skinny. He's like, I'm like, yo, you shot me.
God.
Over dog talk. I got a bullet for that. Boogie, what is going on in your neighborhood?
Don't you do that to me. Don't you dare.
The details: a shooting led to a barricade and a short standoff in Philadelphia's Strawberry Mansion neighborhood over the weekend.
Like
and tonight, we're learning how it all started when a dog wandered into the wrong area. Action News reporter John Paul live at police headquarters with more. John, you talked to a man who was actually shot in all of this.
Yeah, I did. I talked to him a bit earlier today, Rick. He's out of the hospital, and now he's telling his story. He says this whole thing happened after a comment that he made about another man's dog.
Bow! I'm like, yo, you shot me?
That was the moment Darnell Henry nearly died. You can see his arm is in a sling now after the bullet went through his shoulder.
Hit me right here. So I'm like, I'm not really feeling it. I didn't even know the bullet was here.
He says he was outside watching TV in front of his house on West Oakdale Street in Strawberry Mansion early on Sunday morning, November 3rd. Now, according to Henry, his dog Bella walked up to 56-year-old Paul Sanders, who was walking his own dog at the time, and Sanders did not want the dog near him. At one point, Henry tells us that he mentioned that the man's dog looked skinny and believes that's why he came back with a friend a few minutes later and shot him.
I'm more angry than anything. Like, yo, like really, we couldn't over a dog talk, bro. A dog talk. This is nothing else but talking about how his dog was with my know, feed your dog, and walk away. I get a bullet for that?
After the shooting, police say Sanders and 20-year-old Tannen Fitzpatrick walked away from the scene and barricaded themselves inside of a home on North 23rd Street.
Wow.
We were there when the SWAT team entered that home and arrested the two, who are now facing a number of charges, including aggravated assault.
We were there.
It's upsetting, man. It's really upsetting, man. I could have died right there. Like, literally, I could have died over a dog talk.
Henry's still waiting to hear from police about the next steps in the process, and he's trying to figure out why something so simple escalated into a shooting.
I just don't understand how people just run to a gun. Philly, it's no love in this joint, man. This ain't the city of brotherly love.
I was waiting to see if John was gonna come out, and in truth,
he said it. He said it.
Let you go first. I mean, this is your neck of the woods. Let's go ahead.
First of all, relax. Okay, relax. This is not the neck of my woods. Okay, it just so happened to be. People forget Philly is a very large city, and Philly is Philly. Okay, Philly is Philly, and guess what? Philly.
That was over in the meek parts of the woods.
them freeways.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Hey, it is sad. Your man's was right. He said over dog talk. Over dog talk.
This is what we doing? Y'all shooting dogs over kibbles and bits? Like what?
I'm still thrown off the fact that they don't have traditional porches and people are literally sitting on sidewalks.
I think that was a red flag for me too, because they was like, he was watching TV outside. I'm like, nigga, why wasn't he watching TV in the house? Like I was so confused, and they showed the chair, so I'm like, so you have
this is my whole setup. This is where I was.
So the chair's here and you're watching the TV through the window. Why don't you just go in the house and watch the TV and open up the window if you want to feel the breeze? I was so confused by that, Boogie. Maybe it's a Philly thing. I don't know.
Couldn't tell you. I don't know. I'm always surprised about how or what lengths we would go in order to ensure that your ego is intact. And so what I saw is that Sanders had his dog and was walking his dog like he generally does, and a stranger approached him and was like, "Hey man, you doing something wrong with your dog."
Hold on, Boogie. Hold on. First of all, he didn't say it like that. You need to roughen it up a little bit more.
Oh, my apologies.
Put more Philly on it. Go ahead.
Put my apologies.
Try again. Go ahead.
Okay. So your man's walked down the street, and he saw your man sitting on the sidewalk and was like, "Hey, your dog's skinny. You need to feed that joint." And he was like, "All right," and walked away and returned back with another person because he needed another person in order to shoot one guy. What are we doing here?
That's exactly how that conversation went. It was like, yo, my guy, I can see your dog's ribs. Like, you get that John a Philly cheese, And he, all right. And he went home. Yo, it's a John talking about my dog. He talked about my dog. It's like, we can't let you, he can't talk about the dog. He talked about King. We ain't gonna let no John talk about King. Get the ratchet. And that's what happened. Well, back. Yo, you talking about King? Bow. That's what happened.
He said, "Who you?" Got shot.
I got shot over a dog. But look, bro. If your dog is skinny as hell, anyone is going to point that out. Like, look, dude. Like, just maybe you shouldn't be a bad dog owner. Like, come on, bro. Like, feed the dog.
I was just about to say, what I heard was your man's really likes animals, and he was concerned. And he was like, "Hey, your dog's looking real malnourished right now."
It's like, yo, I'm not like, because you know what he was trying to say is like, yo, if a white John saw this, they would have called Peter. But me, I'm just like, hey, yo, get him some kibble, You know what it also was? Because he said his dog approached the other guy's dog. So his dog was like, you kind of skinny. And he looked at his owner and was like, yo, he's not being fed like me. So he was like, hey, guy, like, my dog is kind of concerned that your dog is malnourished, But yeah, it does go back to egos, because I could think of some things that might cause me to shoot someone. You telling me that my dog is skinny is not going to be one of those things, I
was going to say, I don't know how I feel about that.
Like, you didn't slap me. You didn't talk about my mama. You didn't kill anyone that I love. So I really don't have any reason to shoot you. You didn't even kill my dog. I can see if you killed my dog, then I might have to John Wick you. But this is not even that, bro. Like, this was a concerned citizen. Like, hey, he's skinny. Like,
he ain't like his tone. He ain't like his tone, and that is a really big thing. I was reminded quite a few times. It's not the way you say it; it's how you say it.
So you're saying that because it's Philly, and I also, you know what? My deductive reasoning. I was looking at some of the houses, and I was like, this might be one of those areas where tone means everything. So you're very right. Buddy was like, you're right. My dog, maybe I should feed him, but the aggression in your tone lets me know I have to go and put one in you.
Or you gonna put one in me. You know what I mean? Like you have to take in consideration of context. Now, the way
and nuance.
Yes, because dare I say, the way your man was explaining it to the news reporter, I felt that he was being a little hostile myself.
There was definitely some aggression in his tone. There was definitely some aggression.
But honestly, it's granted, because guess what? He was the one that got shot.
Right. Like, how did you get shot? And you were the aggressive. But also, like, when you saw said individual approaching with a friend, why were you still outside?
Why are you still sitting watching TV?
Like, because I'm certain the conversation didn't just end with Saunders walked off. I'm certain it was, all right, motherfucker, I'll be back. All right. Like, I'm certain Buddy is
people
leaving out some details.
People just don't take a conversation and be like,
your dog needs to be fed. Okay, let me shoot you. There was some, your dog needs to be fed, bitch ass nigga. Like,
he was like, all right.
Bitch ass nigga. Like, I don't even know you.
Those are killing words. Those are murder words. That's what he said. He was like,
ass nigga ain't feed his dog in a week.
I know that's a Chicagoan, but okay.
Like, I don't know what Philly niggas say, but
this bull.
Just John. You know, it was definitely some harsh ass words after feed your dog. Because I can't just see a nigga just being like, I gotta shoot you now. But also, I know the nigga that got his story now is like that Soldier Boy, and it was bah, bah, bah. You know, this nigga was like, it was like 5 of them. I was on the block and they were shooting. I had to grab my dog, and it was bah, bah, bah. I was doing the Matrix. Only one hit me in the shoulder because I'm a real nigga. I had to protect my dog. When nobody gonna get my Yorkie, because he did have a Yorkie. God. I think it's just the funniest. This is the funniest thing ever. But also, them niggas knew. Honestly, I think they were waiting for a crash out moment because they left and then barricaded themselves in the house. They knew. It was just like, today is the day. My check didn't hit. You know, I got fired or whatever. They was like, I'm going to crash out on someone today. And it was like, you know what? He said my dog was too skinny. This is the day. That's what it was.
Yeah, I just, we need to find a mediator. We need to find someone to come into the streets that could decipher these arguments without having it to lead to gun violence.
Yeah, because if we're being, you know, logical thinkers here, no one should have got shot from this. There shouldn't even been an argument. Realistically, it should have been like, all right, my guy, you're right. He is a little skinny. Let me go. Let me get him some food or something. But damn.
And then, you know, there are certain nuances from watching the video where I'm like, now why they the news ABC6 done messed them this whole your man with the yellow name, the yellow jacket on who got shot, I forgot his name, but they got his address listed. I mean,
they didn't blur out nothing.
You can see the streets. I mean, at this point, at this point, your man gonna have to stay strapped.
Yeah, he gonna have to shoot with his good arm. Like, if the dog gonna be strapped at this particular junction, I don't know, man. This is just like, it was a slow news day because they was like, well, a man got shot over saying a dog was skinny. It's also one of those things where I've always believed in like minding my business.
Yeah.
This now really is just like, that's a skinny ass dog. Not gonna be saying nothing to you because you just never know anymore. Now it's just like, damn, you really shooting people over malnourished animals.
Keep your thoughts and opinions to yourself because we all know how people feel about their animals. Now we know how this black man felt about his dog.
Buddy was so pissed off. He's actually not malnourished. He's on food science diet. You know, he's supposed to be that way. You know, he went home and was like,
I'm tired of y'all asking me, bow. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on,
one more motherfucker tells me my dog is too skinny. Like, the vet said he is a proper weight. Like, you know, people just go crazy over animals. It's like,
yeah. And at the same time, can we also, like, Sanders didn't really shoot to kill. He just, you know, shoot to warn. You know what I'm saying? Let's focus on this. Focus on the positive.
I was going to bring
leave
that
me
up
alone.
too.
Like, you know what I mean?
He didn't kill, brother. So let's necessarily throw the book at him. This was just hey, man, don't be talking about my dog. My dog is actually insecure about his weight too. Like,
that's really what it was. That's really what it was. He was defending his dog because his dog was like, "Are you gonna let him just talk to me like that?"
it's bad enough the other dogs make fun of me at the dog park.
Right.
Now I got humans talking shit. Like,
right. Dare I say, you might have to. Did we collect the dog too? Because he might have been real hit man. He probably put the order in on your man. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of dog do you think that was? Pit, German Shepherd, Rottweiler, Doberman. What kind of dog do you think that was malnourished? If you had to say,
just from the surroundings that I've seen, because I will say I was surprised that your man's had a froofy, smaller dog.
You know what?
So
Hoodies do love little dogs.
They do, but Sanders to me was giving off definitely Pit. He was definitely giving off Pit. So probably your man was probably like, hey, yo, his head is way bigger than his body.
Oh, you talking about them pits.
That Pit is not matching his body at all.
The ones that they heads be like tipping over, they can't fucking walk. Them pits. Oh, yeah, I could totally see that. You ain't gonna talk about my fucking Pit. This is a grade A. You know his bloodline? You already know that nigga was heated. Like,
you know how much money I spent on this man? Bow, bow.
Pop, 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 pop. He won't talk about nobody's dog ever again. But coincidentally, though, he won't. Like, the next time he sees a dog walking across, that nigga,
I bet you he learned his lesson.
Dog on a leash, he's not saying anything.
He said, come over here, Trevor. Come on. Let's get away from these dogs. Come on.
I feel like, because you and I saw the context clues, he didn't see the context clues as to where he was at. It's like, read the room or read the environment. Like, I'm not really saying too much to anybody just walking by. Even in nice neighborhoods, I'm not saying a whole lot to anyone just walking by. It's like, all right, it's just a nigga walking by with a dog. Like,
that's it.
I don't care. I'm not trying to get shot over this, but you know, I'm glad he's okay. Hopefully, maybe we'll do an update next week to see how much time those brothers got, because you know they're gonna get some time for that. But it is what it is. All right, we're coming to the close of episode 160. This has been a fun episode. As you see, both me and Boogie have been off the Prosecco today. So it's time to get to the nothing blunt factivos. And you say, like, damn, Nate, you must be high. I am. Or damn, Nate, that was rather blunt. Sometimes it is. Here we go. Spend time with your family, niggas. The holiday is here. Spend time with the people that you love. That's it. That is the nothing blunt fact. Just spend time with those that you love. I said, books, you know, sometimes.
Or not.
Keep it light. Or not. You're right. Or not. As Boogie said, I'm the gift. It is me. Where's my gift card at?
Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes.
Where's my gift card?
I'm the captain.
I'm the gift, and there is no card. Like, I don't know how you want to do that. I don't know. That was a terrible one, but still, you know what Boogie's saying there. Shout out to the day ones, like, subscribe on all of your podcast platforms. Boogie, what you got for the peoples?
As always, don't forget to smash that bell to be notified when all of our content drops. As soon as it drops, I promise you, smash that bell to be notified as soon as it drops, as well as just tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell that friend to tell that friend that this is your favorite podcast and they should be listening to it as well.
They should. Holiday hours going to be in effect. We'll still be here, but things will kind of be all over the place. So, like Boogie said, tune in, like, subscribe so you can know when things drop. Exactly. Just to give you guys an update, because this has been the Prosecco episode. Half a bottle is gone, Boogie.
Well, I'm a little bit lower, but I was drinking on this prior to.
We should have started and been like, where the bottle's at.
Yeah, good point.
Episode. But you know what? Next time, the New Year's Eve episode. But again, this has been a dope ass episode of Late Night. Nate Adrian, my boy Nate Galloway.
And I'm Adrian Brandyberg.
Peace. Yeah.